Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to be filming this today. I am showing you guys a basic basic classic Christmas look. I do this every year, just basic skin, basic eyes, and a red lip. I will be filming a glam Christmas look, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you want to see how I got it, then just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to take is the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I haven't really had the chance to really play with this. I'm using this because I am using a matte foundation, and normally, I don't know, every year during Christmas time, I normally always just start to use matte foundations. It's just like my little routine. So I put this on just to make sure that I have a little bit of glow without my skin looking so dried out. So yeah, that product's really awesome, just gives you a little bit of glow. And it's also a really great primer because it is very tacky. But I am gonna go ahead and go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and just hit my T-zone with this because my pores are a little bad. They've been horrible recently. So I just really focus this on my nose and my chin, a little on my forehead. For foundation, I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. This is the matte one, and this is in the shade Fair Light. And I'm just going to take that on the back of my hand. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and just cover my face, but not like cake it on a lot. I haven't used a sponge in forever, guys. It's been probably, oh my gosh, a couple months since I've used a beauty blender. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can definitely still see that glow underneath. For concealer, I'm going to take the Morphe, I think this is the Fluidity Concealer. This might be a little light. I've never used this before, so I just want to see how it works. I saw Jacqueline use this, so I wanted to try it out. It looked amazing on her. I kind of want to see how this looks. It looks a little drying. It definitely doesn't look like what it did on Jacqueline's video. It's okay. It's not like my favorite concealer ever. My favorite concealer is probably Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. I love that concealer so much. I'm just going to make sure everything is blended and go in with my Sigma brush really quick. This is a part of one of their holiday sets this year, and I love this brush. And then for brows, I'm going to take the Iconic London. This is the Brow Silk. I mentioned this in my Ulta haul, but it basically comes with this little toothbrush thing, and you just kind of scrape the wax. I think that's what this is. I think it's wax. And you just put it through your brows. Normally, I'd probably do this before foundation, but I always get foundation in my brows, so I'd rather just clean it up with like concealer or something. So if you have like really thick, bushy brows and you don't like to put any product in it, but you like to set your brows down, this stuff is so good. I love this stuff so much. And then for my actual brows, I'm going to take the Gerard Cosmetics Brow Bar to go into this shade in the middle right here. This is the little trio medium to ebony. So I'm just going to put that through my brows. I feel like nobody talks about this stuff anymore, but it was so popular a few years ago. Every time I do my brows, I get super scared because obviously I have to do them darker because I just dyed my hair darker. I just get so scared every time I do them because I'm like, whoa, that is really dark. Which, to be fair, I used to put Anastasia, I think it was like, what is like the black pomade? I used to put that in my brows and I was blonde. And no one ever told me how bad it looked, so I just did it for like a year straight. So that's pretty much what I do for my brows. And then you guys know I love the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Gel. This stuff is so good. I love it. I love it because the brush is just so tiny and it gets just all those hairs so nicely. Now you don't have to use this because we did use the Brow Silk, but I do use the Brow Silk just to make sure like all the hairs are in place before I lay down any product. So for the under eyes, I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty Lavender Powder. I haven't used this in so long. I love this stuff so much. I used to use this literally every single day, but I just kind of forgot about it. I'm going to that on, let that sit for a couple minutes. I am going to let that sit while I use the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in the shade, I do not know what shade this is, shade C5 Classic Beige. It's a little dark. Oh, that looks really dark on camera. It's not that dark, I promise, but I'm just gonna lightly set the rest of the face and kind of wipe away that powder with it. I don't like baking for too long just because I don't really like the way that it makes my skin feel. It makes it feel so like tight and cakey. I don't know, I just don't like it. I'm gonna go straight into bronzer. I'm gonna take the Bare Minerals bronzer in the shade Faux Tan on my Sephora Pro brush. This is the number 79 contouring brush. Just dip in there a little bit and just start to bronze my skin. I'm not being really precise with any of this makeup because, one, I'm just now starting to get back into makeup, so I don't want to like do something I can't do. I love bronzer. I feel like bronzer and lip liner are things that I literally cannot live without. So I'm just gonna put that on, and then with the same brush, I'm gonna take MAC blush in Cosmic Force. I wanted to do just a super nude blush because we're gonna do red lips today, and I feel like pink can clash so easily with red, so I'm just gonna take some of this. This is so light, I feel like you can barely even see it, but I love that about it. Sometimes I wonder why I even put this on, but sometimes I swear I can see it. Like you can definitely see it. It's just a nude blush. Can you guys see that? I feel like, I don't know. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm gonna take the Tarte Lit Chrome Paint, and mine might be a little crumbly. Yeah, it's a little crumbly. This stuff is literally gold. Can you guys see that? Literally gold. Like, I am just going to use the stuff that's in the cap because you really do not need a lot of this stuff. This stuff is so blinding, and that was just the stuff in the cap. Isn't that crazy? Nobody talks about, I wonder, like, I want to know why no one talks about this, because it is truly amazing. Look at that. That is crazy. Like if I think of a highlighter for the holidays, this is the one that I think about. I'm so mad because the Jaclyn highlighter collection launched yesterday, and obviously you guys know I'm pre-filming, and I totally forgot that she was launching it. What was I doing that whole morning? I don't even know what I was. Oh, I had a doctor's appointment early in the morning, so I'm not gonna put highlighter on my chin just because I have that breakout. But yeah, I had my doctor's appointment and I got home and I looked on the site and literally everything was sold out, but I did get the brushes. I got all of the brushes, so when she restocks, I'm going to grab those highlighters. If I think of a highlighter for the holidays, it's always this guy. And then for eyeshadow, I just thought it was appropriate to bring out the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. This is the palette from last year. I was gonna buy it again this year because I heard they were doing another one, but it's literally the same thing. Like if you put this one side by side next to the one from this year, there's a difference, a little difference, but I feel like if you already have this, there's really no point. This wasn't my project pan, so that's why you guys see I've hit pan on so many shades. I low-key want to bring back my project pan and hit pan on more of these shades because this really is a really nice palette, but I just never use it. But first, actually, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Makeup Revolution Core Eye Primer. This is my first time using this. All I did was swatch it a little bit just to make sure the color was good. But I'm just going to pop this and cover those veins up because I do have really bad veiny eyelids. You can't really tell on camera, but they're veiny. This is definitely a dupe for MAC Paint Pot. And it's what, like $7 or something like that? It literally looks and feels the exact same. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna take this shade, the shade right here. This is Gingerbread Latte. I did hit pan on that last year, or actually it was this year I hit pan because I ended my project pan this year. But I definitely want to do one for 2020. I just feel like nobody watches them anymore. Let me know. But I'm just going to pop this straight in the crease. And like I said, we're not going to really focus on the eyes much. We're just going to focus on the skin. So this is literally the only eyeshadow that we're going to be using, except for like a highlight color. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more and just run it on my lower lash line. I'm just going to take a bigger blending brush and just make sure that that shade is all blended out up here. And then I'm going to take this shade right here, Spiced Eggnog, and I'm going to pop this right up here. I did use this for a highlighter for a while, and it is so pretty as a highlighter. Honestly, the tone of that is really similar to the Tarte one, but it's obviously an eyeshadow. Pop it in the inner corner. And that's pretty much eyeshadow. I just thought it was appropriate to bust this out again. For liner, I'm going to take the Lancome in the shade Rose Blanc. And this is just a white liner. Normally, I would do like a nude in my waterline, but usually every year for Christmas, I don't know why, I just bust out the white liner and pop this under my eye. I cannot do this on camera. And then I'm just going to take the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara and put this lash keeps like flipping down. I'm just gonna put this on my lower lash line. I am gonna try to brush out these lashes. This one like keeps flipping down. Can you guys see what it's doing? Okay, now the fun part. I'm really excited. Oh, there goes a lash. I'm so excited because I haven't worn red lips in such a long time. It's been about a year since I've worn a red lip. Now, when I do wear red lips, this is the only red that I use. I use this literally every year. This is Lancome Color Design in Red Hot. I have sworn by this red for, I want to say, about 4 years now. I just think this is the most perfect red. If you're ever by a Lancome counter, or if you see this at Ulta, definitely swatch it. It is so beautiful. But I'm gonna do something different this year because I used that last year. And I'm going to use the new Carly Bible and Il Makiage collab. This is in the shade Venus. This is what it looks like. It is such a pretty red. It's still really bright. It's got like a similar tone to the Lancome. Lancome, I feel like, I don't know, they do kind of have a really similar vibe. It's killing me not using this. We're just going to go for this. I'm going to take the corresponding lip liner, also from Il Makiage, and line my lips. But be very careful because I haven't worn red in such a long time. I feel like red looks so weird on me. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna apply the lipstick. They just go on so smoothly. I love the formula of these. I think she did such a good job. Okay, and then I'm just gonna set my face with the Vanity. This is the Ready Set Glow setting spray. It just has like this like bronzy tone to it. Forgot that it smelled like Sour Patch Kids or like something like that. I said that in the video and so many of you were like, what? It does smell really good though. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Super basic. I know I used quite a few products, so it's not really basic, you know what I mean? But it's just a classic Christmas look. Normally what I would do is add some winged liner, but obviously I have lash extensions, so I really don't play with liner anymore unless it's under here. I just feel like the liner is just gonna be so hard to get off and it'll just stay on my eyes, so I always opt out on liner. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and you guys are enjoying Vlogmas, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.